Start for the last act here at Cheltenham, the Christie's Foxhunter chase over the full Gold Cup mile and a quarter, a race with major Irish interest. Our last great banker, really, Elegant Lord here, who won 2 years ago, and of course there's Fantas in the race from the West Country, from Cooldawn Country, who has won in 97 and 95. 11 runners this time. Here's Graham.
Yes, they're both brought together here. But Brennan is number 1 at 200 to 1, Rupert Wackley. Denfield 100 to 1, Ian Buchanan. Earthmover at 3 to 1, Joe Tizard. Elegant Lord, 11 to 8 favourite, ridden by Enda Bolger. Fantas 5 to 1, Tim Mitchell. Flashing Steel 25 to 1, Philip Fenton. Stay in Touch 10 to 1, ridden by Mr. Dermot Costello. Tino Tops 33 to 1, Shirley Vickery. Wilbar 20 to 1, John O'Connell. Grimley Gale 20 to 1, Adrian Wintle. Jig Time for Scotland 16 to 1, Mark Bridburn. That's the lineup for the Christie's Foxhunter, and the runners gathering down at the start.
Suspense is the only word I can describe the feeling in the ring now. Will J.P. McManus come down and smash into Elegant Lord, who did open even money 11 to 10, out to 11 to 8, 1 or 2 are calling 6 to 4, but any moment the price could go into free fall and crash if J.P. McManus comes down, but at the moment it's 11 to 8. Earthmover back this morning and on the course at 3 to 1, 5 to 1 Fantas and 10 to 1 Bar, but we're all waiting. Time is running out. Where is J.P.? Yeah!
Well, I wonder if there's going to be another Cooldawn in this little lot. This one here, though, Elegant Dawn, he's gone one better than Cooldawn's ever done. Elegant Lord, rather. He's won this race already. He's had his problems, but he's been in good form. I watched him win at Leopardstown. Really smashing jumper, this horse. Ridden and trained by Enda Bolger.
Just gave the nod on the eye catcher, though, didn't we, to his main rival?
Yeah, it was close. He looks wonderful, this horse, Elegant Lord. But Fantas just had the edge. His coat looked that little bit brighter. Winner of this last year with Tim Mitchell. His stable companion, Earthmover, has got the 2 pluses down in the betting ring and on the way to the post. And the Irish horse just drifting in the betting. But this old Fantas, he's had a couple of runs already this season. Looked like he was going to win at Wincanton the other day, just got run out of it. Apparently he's a little bit heavier today than he's been when he's won this race before.
Good effort, John, though, to try and win it a 3rd time, particularly when he's had leg problems. You can see there, just 15 runs under rules. Great big strong horse.
Lovely sort. This, of course, is the Amateurs Gold Cup. Same distance, same weight. Sometimes the same times too. Nowhere near as many runners, just 11. Some real old favourites and an old favourite calling them out.
So they race away then for the Christie Foxhunters. 22 fences to jump, and as they come down towards the first, we've got Brennan, one of the early leaders, 5 to 4 at the off the favourite Elegant Lord. They're at the first now, and they're all over safely. Elegant Lord's on the wide outside, sitting all about 3rd last, but plenty of time to make up the leeway, as he knows full well the horse. Brennan just has the lead, the green sleeves. Tino Top sitting in 2nd place. Grimley Gale in the very pale jacket is a line of 4 for 3rd. Earthmover moving through on the inside. Stay in Touch. Jig Time for Scotland, and then Wilbar just behind that one. Elegant Lord the back marker as they go past the enclosures, then swing left-handed downhill towards the back straight.
Brennan taking them along. Elegant Lord trailing the field at the moment, though he's usually held up for a late run. They begin the run down the back straight, then on towards fence number 3, and it's Brennan in the green sleeve jacket, with Earthmover taking a tug in 2nd, and then working out to Tino Tops and Stay in Touch as they land over that. Tino Tops is tight to stay. Grimley Gale towards the wide outside. Denfield, also with a bright white face and about 5th or 6th places, pulling very hard. Jig Time there on the rail in a black and white hoop jacket. Over the water jump, an Earthmover lands just in front this time from Brennan, and then Stay in Touch in the dark blue sleeves towards the outside, followed by Grimley Gale and Tino Tops as they jump an open ditch now. Earthmover over safely and all land safely, though Fantas wasn't too fluent. Fantas bidding to give some consolation to the Seymour business team here. Earthmover on the inside of Stay in Touch, then Brennan and Jig Time up the rail. followed by Tino Tops and Grimly Gale going round the houses, and still towards the back of Fantas and Elegant Lord as they swing left-handed towards this open ditch coming up. Elegant Lord just lobbing at the rear of the field there under Ender Bolger. Over the ditch then, and also towards the rear now is Wilbar, who's lost his position quite badly. Racing towards the plain fence, and it's Earthmover towards the inside. Right up the rail is Jig Time, and then Stay in Touch towards the middle. Ard Brennan is there, out wide Grimly Gale, and then Denfield as they land over this. And still towards the back, Fantas, Elegant Lord towards the outside as they now begin to run slightly downhill towards the next obstacle. Then this is fence number 9 coming up.
And the shadows tell everything here. It's a beautiful sunny spring day, and it's Earthmover that leads. The favourites are still at the back of the pack. You can spot his white cap right at the top of the picture there. Denfield's making a bit of ground on the outside. Wilbar, the other green jacket, way out the back, but they are hunters, and they've got plenty of work to do yet. Not yet halfway. As with the bit of an awkward jump there, Flashing Steel, the black jacket towards the back. Stay in Touch coming through on the outside of Earthmover as they continue to race downhill. These are 1 and 2. Jig Time sitting in 3rd. Grimly Gale on the outside is 4th. Denfield wide is coming to a place position. Tino Tops behind that one, with Fantas on the inner this time. The Keithley colours are black and yellow on the inside. The favourites still very, very wide indeed, and still sharing last place as they come up past us and down towards fence number 12. And it's Denfield coming through on the outside to share the lead there. Denfield and Stay in Touch, 1 and 2. Earthmover in 3. Jig Time, and then Grimly Gale. And then Elegant Lord is still running away, but about 8 lengths off the pace. Tino Tops and Ard Brennan just in front of him. Fantas behind him. So too Flashing Steel. And the last horse is Wilbar.
Running down the back, Earthmover still taking them along. Elegant Lord still under a stranglehold from Ender Bolger, but he's slowly getting into the race now, still towards the wide outside. It's Earthmover from Stay in Touch and Jig Time up the rail, and then Denfield and Grimly Gale. Oh, Denfield is a faller there, nasty looking fall. The others all safely over as they head towards the water jump, and it's Earthmover from Stay in Touch and Jig Time, and then Grimly Gale. Elegant Lord towards the wide outside as they take the water. Slightly awkward jump by Flashing Steel. Tino Tops got a slight reminder on landing. Wilbar is the back marker. On towards the open ditch now then. It's Earthmover up the inside. Pops over safely from Stay in Touch. And then these are followed by Jig Time. The whip is out now for Tino Tops. Grimly Gale, the pale jacket, still right there. And Fantas now getting much closer as well. The black colours jumped that in about 4th or 5th as they now climb on the far side of the course towards a big gaping open ditch. And it's Earthmover up the inside of Stay in Touch. Fantas, the winner in 95 and 97, looking a big danger as they take this ditch. Grimly Gale is next. Elegant Lord had to reach for that a little bit, the 96 winner, as they race towards another plain fence at the top of the hill. And it's Earthmover on the inside of Stay in Touch. Jig Time now pushed along in 3rd from Fantas in 4th. Then Grimly Gale, Flashing Steel. Elegant Lord still with a bit of ground to make up. He must be 10 lengths off the pace as Fantas now gets reminders. Elegant Lord, the 5 to 4 favourite. Earthmover 3 to 1. Fantas 5 to 1. It's Earthmover that leads the way down towards 4 out.
So we'll have to get going on this Elegant Lord if he's going to go into it. 4 out then, and Jig Time, the faller there, a crashing fall. It slightly hampers Elegant Lord, who's going to have to go forward. Denfield and Ian Buchanan are safely on their feet. Downhill towards the 3rd from home in the Christie's Foxhunters. And in the yellow on the right, it looks as if Fantas is out of the race too. He's badly injured. And on the right in yellow, we've got Earthmover with a blue sleeve, Stay in Touch, and Costello. These are sitting 1 and 2 as they make the final turn. 8 or 10, 12 lengths back to Grimly Gale. A further 3 lengths back to Elegant Lord, who's got over a quarter of a mile to get into this, but it doesn't look as if he might. They've got 2 to jump, but it's Earthmover into the lead, clear by about 6 lengths. 2 in 2nd place, Stay in Touch. Here comes Elegant Lord through into 3rd. 2 out, Earthmover is in the lead. 2 Stay in Touch in 2nd. Then Elegant Lord and Grimly Gale battling for places. Earthmover, unbeaten in Hunter Chasers, has the final one to take. Here we are, he's over safely. fell in a point-to-point the other day, would you believe it? The way he's jumped round Cheltenham to win the Christie's Foxhunters for Joe Tizard, racing up towards the line. It's Earthmover, only a 7-year-old. He'll be back for more and more and more. Earthmover wins, a long way clear of the second horse home, Stay in Touch. Up for third place is Flashing Steel. Then we have Grimley Gale, and then Elegant Lord, who is disappointing, but in front of Wilbar and R. Brennan completed. And so the result of this, the Christie's Foxhunters, it's a win for number 3. That's Earthmover in the colours of Mr. R.M. Perry, trained by Richard Barber, ridden by Joe Tizard, and a popular win for the Brits in this Foxhunters chase. Second horse A, number 7, Stay in Touch for Ireland. Third, number 6, Flashing Steel for Ireland.
Oh, get off it.
Well, he looks a little bit sore there. Let's hope it's nothing too much for Earthmover. So he was always up there running and jumping and galloping. And his closest pursuer, Stay in Touch, had to give best. Given a good ride by Dermot Costello. But this horse has been a very popular winner, Richard Barber. The name in training point-to-pointers. There's a great big string down there in Dorset. A lot of good horses through. And Joe Tizard, a valuable member of the team down there. Bad luck for Fantas. He broke down just going towards the third last. This horse, though, gets a good jump out of him here. Had the race sewn up. Look at that. Eyes down, watching the fence. And let's just keep our fingers crossed. He is all right, this horse, because to me, he just looked a little bit feeling as he pulled up.
He's unbeaten in 10 races now, 5 points and 5 under rules.
Earthmover was expected. Now, on the top of the programme, I told you that was a market mover, as I did on the morning line. 4-1 down to Burlington Bertie, 130, and 3-1 on the course. And I have to report that one punter had a bet of £15,000 to win £45,000 just before the flag went up. We were waiting in suspense to see if they would come in for Elegant Lord. There were good bets for Elegant Lord, but this major punter steamed in and cracked into Stephen Little, one of the top rails layers, and did him for 45 grand, and the flag was up 10 seconds later. The runner-up, Stay in Touch at 10-1. Flashing Steel was third at Double Carpet, 33-1. They sent the fifth horse, Elegant Lord, off, the 5-4 favourite, but there's no doubt the earth moved for millions of punters with Earthmover.
Somehow the thought of earth moving and Mac, in the sense that it's often used, just don't go together in my view, but there you are. Joe Tizard, a great day for him. Really game performance, this horse, up in the van the whole way. Bad jumping, well, not bad jumping, he'd been inclined to make a mistake in his earlier races this season, and you just wondered how he'd cope with these big fences. But he answered that in some style.
Here's the SP. First, number 3, Earthmover at 3-1. Second, number 7, Stay in Touch at 10-1. Third, number 6, Flashing Steel at 33-1. Number 4, Elegant Lord, the 5-4 favourite, finished 5th and 11 ran.